And Frank, you've talked a lot about digital labor. Bots that fix bots is digital labor. Where do you see that going?
Digital labor, as you know, Eric, is one of my favorite topics. If you think about where the breakthrough is, at least as where I see it, where my partner Sam sees it, where our leadership sees it, it's less about I would say non-intelligent automation of tasks, and it's more about really powerfully and I would say kind of AI-fueled automation of full end-to-end processes. That's where the power is. Right. That's and no human in the loop. That's where you get to either reduce labor costs, if that's your goal, or reapportion or reassign labor to its highest and best use, which many of our prospects and customers are looking to do, getting back to this concept of focusing on your core business and core competency, right? Why are you investing millions of dollars in a help desk? Why are you investing millions of dollars maintaining bots? That money, that investment could go in your core business area. But this concept of digital labor and why we see it as a breakthrough is just that, is that it's software that shows up ready to work. It's software that creates significant impact because it can handle an entire process from front to back, whether it be at a service desk at an endpoint remediating problems on PCs and laptops, or whether it be monitoring and repairing bots, or really any other place. The number one thing that was holding all these users back, they will suddenly be able to be set free because the solution is a digital one, which means better, faster, cheaper.
We've been, look, let's be honest with ourselves, right? For the past 5 or 6 years or whatever we've been doing this, the excitement has been in the kind of the automation of the business tasks, right? That's the sizzle we've been selling for a long time. And we haven't really thought too much about, how do we manage, maintain, support these automations until quite recently. Right, when firms started to get to more of scale and start to think about the costs that are associated with it and blowing up their ROI, right, and all that sort of stuff. And it just, let's face it, was not a glamorous discussion to have with a business leader to talk about, supporting all this sort of stuff. And so I'm taking it back to Sam, to what you're starting to talk about. So it does become exciting when we start to talk about automating the repair and maintenance of these bots, right? Why wouldn't we use bots to fix bots, as you said? So now it becomes a much more exciting conversation again. And we have, a lot, from our firm's perspective, we have a lot to talk about in terms of how effective that can be.
Just to kind of build on that a little bit, Mike, if we really step back as an industry and really think about what we're doing, we're rolling out a new technology, right? RPA, other types of hyper-automation tools. We're rolling them out in mass. And the industry, the tools don't exist in the industry to do this. If you think about it, it's like we're running towards a cliff and we're ready to fall off. We are rolling out technology that we have no mechanism to manage. We have smart buildings, we have smart cities, but up until now, we've really had quote unquote dumb automation.
Right.
It's mind-boggling. And if we look at the industry and we think about it, when we started to do client-server technologies, right? We actually started to roll that stuff out before we had management tools. And guess what? It would break. We would put people on planes. And now we're doing the same thing. This is history repeating itself.